Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. To throw right away is Howell. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
The drive starts with a completion left side. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs trying on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Third and long, here's Howell. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand?
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Sears, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
Touchdown, Falcons!
T. Higgins,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out to his left.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that,
and he fires one that's intercepted.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
And some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Chase Young, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Ready. 52 Glasgow. Ultra.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
To throw again on 2nd down. Howell. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Third and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Bell throwing on third down here. Touchdown, Falcons! T. Higgins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a wide receiver's dream, because if they can make that first man miss, a lot of times they turn these into big plays, and that's exactly what happened here.
On first down, Sears. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point try now for Patterson. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run on first down. Sears. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Sears, yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Second and 14.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 29, Powell. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. The quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, the Gophers have a clock running in their head, okay, because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Bucs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Toward the sideline, and look. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. He'll look to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ridder for the third time. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. First down, Howell to throw.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. On first down, Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch. Made it to 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Blue striker. Black shot. Real green. On the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Powell out of the shotgun.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Now Howell.
He's got a man. Complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Fourth down, Howell. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Right. Field, right.
They'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Buda Baker with a pick, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score. They get